I always knew that implementing the kind of transformation that is required to change this country is not easy. I always knew that. It's not easy. But I also knew that it is possible if we do it together. You know? And my election was on a broader. There are people who voted for me who I did not expect them to vote for me. But because of what they had me say and what they thought I stood for and what commitments I had made. In fact, one lady from, I think she comes from Mombasa, she came to see me with a group called Elders. And she told me, you know, you may not believe, but I voted for you. So I asked her, And she said she voted for me on one account only. When she heard me say, nyinyi mkiniona, mimi ni mtu naweza kuibiwa kura. She said, now this... So she said, let me try this fellow and see kama ataibiwa kura ama what is going to happen. So, you know, we put hope in people. You know, we put hope in people. And that hope is built on faith. And somebody told us, the enemy of faith is doubt. You know, we must believe in what we are doing. Because people will know, if you don't believe in what we are doing, people will know that you don't believe in it. You are just talking. So we must believe in what we are doing. We must believe in the transformation of this nation. Listen, good people. This Kenya, I have faith. This Kenya, we have the capacity to change it ourselves and see that change in our lifetime. We have the capacity to do it, and we must do it. And I was saying that I always knew that was difficult, and we needed as many hands on deck as possible. It is the reason why even before the broad-based government, I had already reached out to many people beyond the formation we had. I had already had a conversation with the Honorable Raila Odinga because I knew that we needed more hands on the table. It was not about William Ruto. It was not about Kenya Kwanza and our own pride and success. It was about the success of Kenya. I will always be there to lead this team in making sure that we make the right decisions. And by the way, I will lead from the front. Yes, I will lead from the front. Nitakuwa tu hapo mbele. Tafadhali tusaidiane, tutembee hii safari pamoja. I was saying this to you so that you understand the enormity of where we are and what is at stake, and the reason why we cannot fail. Yes, we cannot fail. Because if we don't succeed, and if we allow this country to slip back, we will have let this country down in a very profound way. That's why we must up our game, all of us. And I know we are making strides in many areas, you know. Miano here will tell us how we are pushing the tourism numbers. And they are happening. And we can feel what's happening in tourism. Opio and team will tell us what they are doing in energy. And they are doing a wonderful job. And the people in water, and the people in mining, and the people in the blue economy, and the people everywhere. Everybody is pulling their weight. I just want you to know that we are one team. And we must succeed. We must succeed. Because in our success is Kenya's transformation. As I said yesterday, the opportunity to have a broad-based government was God-sent. Yes. Because to be able to carry through this transformation, we need more minds, more hands, better political goodwill, a broader base to be able to carry this transformation. That is why I am very proud to be the leader of this broad-based government that is inclusive and that brings as many Kenyans on board as possible, brings as many shades of opinion on board as possible, brings as many communities and regions and ideas and different shades of understanding on the table. We all appreciate that the broad-based government has energized the transformation of our nation. I am very clear. You know, Mbadi here, being a politician and a professional, has, brought a new way of looking at numbers that has changed the perception of many people on what we are doing. True or not true? Yes. So, and everybody else has brought in something, and I'm very happy. Whoever wants to take the credit, they can have it. So long as Kenya is transformed, I have no problem. Anybody, whoever wants to, get as much credit as you can from anywhere. So long as we transform this nation. Are we together, good people? Let us work together and make this country succeed. I have no intention whatsoever on escaping any of the commitments we made. We intend to keep them because that is how we are going to transform Kenya. That's how we are going to transform this nation. And I am committed 100% to the transformation of this nation. And I want to persuade you as my team, the Government of Kenya team, for us to know that there is no two ways about this. It has to be done because Kenya has to change. We have waited for far too long. We have prevaricated for far too long. We have postponed the things that we could do for far too long. We have been timid about what needs to be done in Kenya. I have even had occasion people telling me, oh, you have picked up too many things. Especially the difficult ones. You would have waited for your second term. Right? And then you ask yourself, why waste the nation's time waiting for a second term merely because you are working on difficult things? Why don't you finish the difficult things now? If there is a second term, there is plenty of things to be done. And if it can be done in 5 years, why do you want to do it in 10 years? Are we together? And that is how we haven't made progress as a nation. because we make decisions not on the basis of how we know that they are right, but we make decisions on the basis of how is it convenient for me to remain politically relevant. And in there, we lose the momentum to do the right things. The country loses time on things that can be done now as we wait for tomorrow. Our focus is not the next election. Our focus is the transformation of Kenya. Let me repeat it. We must do what we must do, as so long as it is in the exercise of transforming our nation, the next election notwithstanding. Are we together? Yes. The next election is not our focus. If there is a focus, let it be the transformation, the foundation we are laying so that the next generation can be different. This administration was elected on a platform of transformation, reform, and doing things differently. The accusation I often get is that we overpromised. That is the accusation I often get, that we overpromised. But I want to tell you that we did not overpromise. We promised what is doable. And shortly, because it is documented in our manifesto, all the commitments we made to the people of Kenya are documented in the manifesto. And I am very clear in my mind that we will be able to deliver on that manifesto successfully, to be able to earn the correct marks.